That's the best thing of the night. That open is freaking good.
It's the best thing that's any Padre related.
Hold on. All right, John and Jim with you on the wrap-up show.
We're just going to play that on a loop because that's all we – I mean, they got nothing else for tonight.
Like we've been preaching and like we've been telling you, Tatis fixes everything. Padres lose tonight 9-0. They had 2 hits. They've been shut out for a 3rd time in 6 games, a 4th time in 22 games. What? The Padres have been shut out for a 3rd time in 6 games, 4 times in 22 games. This has nothing to do with Seth Lugo. This has nothing to do with Luis Garcia, although it's a factor if he's hurt. This has everything to do with this anemic offense. And I have no clue how this is going to get fixed. Yeah, they face good starting pitching, but give me a break. It's the major leagues. All right, John and Jim with you on the wrap-up show. Subscribe. Smash the like button. Follow us on Twitter at John Schaefer, at Jim Russell SD. We appreciate your support with the Supers. We will get to the Supers. I've already seen one from Carlos. Carlos will get you in a moment. Thank you for your support of this channel. Click the $ below the chat box if you want to contribute with the Super. Thank you for your support as well with the memberships. Click join. Thank you for your support of our radio show. Click the link pinned at the top of the chat right now. It gets Jim very excited. Support John and Jim, Best of UT Readers Poll. We are nominated in 3 categories. We would really appreciate it if you took the time during the wrap-up show, if you're watching live or on replay or listening to the podcast, if you click that link and if you voted for John and Jim in the Best of UT Readers Poll. But Jim, I mean, it's deja vu. We've done a lot of these shows. There's not a lot different about tonight than what we've seen here recently.
I mean, I wanted to listen to the post-game show, and I wanted to hear what Sweeney and Pomeranz were going to say. And here's the thing, like a lot of people, and most of them are just, loser trolls, think that Mark Sweeney is the worst announcer on the planet. I actually value his opinion. I think Mark Sweeney, gives some really good opinions and some really good takes. And he flat out said, and I 100% agree with him. Yeah, you can't keep on saying and relying on, hey, I'm gonna get my numbers because look at the back of my baseball card. No. You can't just keep doing that. You need to have some type of team meeting, something. Somebody needs to turn this shit around. Because right now, what you are showing out there is unacceptable. It's just flat out pathetic. And we've talked about it the last, 2 weeks or so. It kind of starts and ends with Soto and Manny, and they have been flat out terrible this year. Okay, I don't want to hear that what's on their back of their baseball card. That's great. Manny's gonna be a Hall of Famer. I understand it. Soto, okay. Doesn't take away the fact that they have been horrific this season. Manny Machado, at this point in time, there's no injuries that we know of. There's nothing that, he's dealing with, I don't think. Okay. He's just flat out bad right now. He is flat out bad. You're slugging 290. You're 7 for your last 49. You are hitting 143 in your last 12 games. The start of your season, you have an OPS of under 600.
Under 600, 544 is nowhere near 600.
Honestly, I love Manny Machado, but give me a break. That you have to be better than that. Juan Soto. Hey, if Juan Soto got $1 million for looking at strike 3, he might get his $500 million here by the end of the season.
Well, you have $2 million tonight.
I know, but I'm saying if he keeps looking at strike 3s every time he looks, it's $1 million. He's going to get his $500 million by the end of the year. Swing the bat. What are you looking for? That shit pissed me off.
Not a fastball that was knee high.
His first 2 plate appearances, he swung the bat 1 time. Okay, and I don't know what he's looking for. There's a great tweet by Eno Saris that he put out tonight, basically showing the way to get Soto out and to make him just completely mindfuck himself is attack him low in the zone because he's looking and hunting for balls. And if you throw strikes the bottom end of the zone, he just won't swing. He just won't swing. And that's what Zac Gallen did tonight. He threw
exactly
fastballs right down at the lower in, almost middle in, low part of the zone. And Soto's not swinging because he's hunting for balls.
He should be. Well, he should be hunting for fastballs. First of all, he should be hunting for any fastball near the zone. What he loves is fastballs up. He's not getting them, and they're getting ahead with fastballs down, and then all the breaking pitches he's completely lost on. Now, let me just say this: we're going to get to all the supers. I see them rolling in. We're going to get to them all. Great way to support this channel. Please click the $ below the chat box. I promise we're going to get to them all. Padres embarrassed tonight. Lost in the desert 9-0. 2 hits. Fernando Tatis Jr., his first since 2021. Xander Bogaerts, a leadoff double that they do nothing with. Yes, 100% on Soto. 100% on Soto. But let me just say this. Because everyone's been killing Soto more than Machado. Machado's been way worse. Way worse. I'm telling you, he's been way worse. And how do I know it? First of all, Soto's got a 729 OPS. Not great. Machado's got a 544. So everything we're saying about Soto, you should be saying more so about Manny Machado, at least in 2023. Okay, let's start with Carlos, our buddy in Mexico, who says, and thank you, Carlos. He says, not going to mention that 8th inning, but how is this offense so bad? It's horrendous, no life, no passion. Juan Soto just stands there looking at strikes instead of swinging for his $500 million contract. And that's what Jim was just talking about. I mean, Soto, there's no question. I mean, he's lost. I don't think it's mechanical, which is what he told Chelsea Janes last week. It's not mechanical. To your point, I think there's a scouting report right now on him, and there's also a mental aspect of where Juan Soto is right now, which is in a complete and utter funk. But again, the difference between Soto and Machado is at least Soto will run into a ball here and there. He's hit 4 home runs. Machado has 4 extra base hits.
That's the thing, and I'm probably going to get destroyed on the tweet I just put out, but I don't care.
Yes. I love it. What's the word for Jim now? You're just like,
I'm trying. This is me trying to help out Manny Machado. By the way, this comes from a place of love.
Oh, here we go. Let me see the tweet. You haven't even sent it.
I just did.
Do I not follow you anymore now that you don't have a check mark? Do your tweets even go out anymore without a check mark?
I don't know. Dude, Twitter sucks.
You didn't tweet anything. You said I may call a few players out 7 minutes ago.
I just tweeted out entire timeline calling out Soto when Manny has been worse this year.
I don't see that.
It's right
is
here.
Your Twitter, is your Twitter down?
Sucks. No, it's not down.
Carlos, thanks, my man. Jake, happy birthday yesterday. Thank you for your membership. He says, finally a good intro. Hopefully we can keep it. Yeah, we had the copyright infringement on the last one. This is like free play YouTube music, so we do think we can keep it. Thank you, Jake, for that. Let me run through some supers here. Alejandro is with us tonight. Thank you, Alejandro. Thank you, guys, for hanging out. Subscribe if you're here. We're with you on good nights and bad nights. Last night was good. Tonight's not. He said you just sent me your tweet. Hold on.
It's there.
You didn't. I'm not on my. Maybe I don't follow you anymore.
Probably not.
I think I follow you. Maybe I muted you. Alejandro says top 3 have 1 hit through 2 games.
I can forgive Tatis. All right, this is his 2nd game back. He's had some really nice swings. He's hit the ball hard.
Forgive Tatis.
I'm not. This is not game 20 of 22 of the year for Tatis. This is game 2. Okay.
You didn't tweet, dude. You're literally blocked. Your last tweet.
No. Here's the thing. Twitter has been doing this, and it's been fucking up. I'm telling you.
Wow.
Something's wrong with Twitter, and it's not a shock. But there's when you retweet stuff now, it shows up weird sometimes.
Let me at Elon Musk. Hold on.
Yeah.
My buddy Jim, his tweet didn't show up. Please advise. No, Tatis. I mean, give me a break. I mean, and he's not calling out Tatis. Tatis has hit the ball hard. I don't know what the hell he's doing. Your tweet was hilarious earlier with Tatis and the overthrow. He comes up gun. He's so happy. He loves the idea of trying to throw someone out. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? But whatever. Had nothing to do with this game at all.
No.
But yeah, the ball he hit was hit really hard. He's hit a few balls really hard these first couple of nights. I think it's very encouraging. Back to Carlos, who says, I don't want to hear Zac Gallen was amazing. Sometimes it's just not your night.
Right.
So true. Getting shut out 4 times in 22 games is pathetic. Machado at least makes contact, but nobody's showing up. Pathetic. Yeah, I mean, this is Major League Baseball. Every team has a Zac Gallen. Every team has an ace. Zac Gallen's a very good pitcher, but he's not baseball's best pitcher, and they're going to face guys like Zac Gallen over the course of the entire season. So you can't write off 50 of your games because you're facing elite pitching in 50 of your games. You got to show up and you got to fight. And Zac Gallen is not going to hold every team he faces scoreless. Shoot, the Padres scored 5 runs off him 3 weeks ago. So, I mean, he's gone 3 consecutive scoreless outings. The guy is good. Don't get me wrong. He's good, but come on. This Padres lineup should be good too.
Yep.
Back to Carlos. Carlos has a lot on his mind tonight. Thank you, Carlos. Really do appreciate it. Click the $sign below the chat box. We'll get to it all tonight. He says, would like hitters to be more aggressive and go after the first pitch. It's the best you'll see. And if you're cold, this is the way to get it going. They're a bad fastball hitting team, by the way.
They strike out a lot.
Well, they don't
strike
hit fastballs
a lot. And it's not about going after the first pitch. It's about getting the pitch that you can drive.
Yeah.
And 1, swinging at it. And 2, usually in baseball, you need to make contact with the ball to hit it.
It's helpful.
So making contact with the ball would be very helpful. It's just they're just missing right now, and missing badly. Like, not a lot of hard hit balls at all. I mean, Manny's last at bat tonight. He just wanted the first pitch, and he just weakly grounded to short.
I know.
So it's not about swinging at the first pitch.
On with him.
He has it's bad right now.
I mean,
it's bad.
Like Carlos said earlier, he'll make contact. Unfortunately, there's nothing to it. Lazy fly balls, ground balls, not in a line. He's not getting unlucky.
And you look at Manny, and with that being said, do you believe that at the end of the year he's going to be hitting 270, 280 with 30 home runs and around 90 RBIs? Yeah, you believe it because he's done that for most of his career.
Passing day, though, it's like,
here's the thing. That's great, but I live in the here and now, and in the here and now, Manny Machado's not playing good baseball at the plate. Defensively, he's been stellar.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's good.
Offensively, it's not been good to start the year.
No, just offers every night. Andrew, thank you, man. Thanks for hanging out. Good to have you here in the chat as always. Thank you for your super. He says, our super chat's going to Jim's check marks now. No, Jim doesn't. Twitter literally has it out for Jim. First, they took his check mark today. He can't even tweet without like a 10-minute delay.
Check mark. I know.
I can't wait to see this tweet that Jim's hyped up.
I didn't hype it up. I'm gonna get killed for it too.
No, you won't, because everyone feels the same way right now. Run it back. What's going on, man? Thank you for your super. It says DBacks taking BP, Pods playing home run derby. I get your point, right? All or nothing. I mean, they've been a lot of nothing, though. I mean, 2 hits, shut out 3 times in 6 games. Remember, we said, how many more times this year will 1, 2, and 3 go hitless? Well, they had 1 hit tonight. I don't even know what to say about the offensive struggles. I really don't. And I don't want to hear about the hitting coach. I don't want to hear about Bob Melvin. Hassan Kim's been awful. By the way, I just wanted to mention that as well. I mean, again, we can hammer the same names we should be hammering, which is, heavy is the head that wears the crown. Kim has been awful. Grisham was great last night. I can excuse tonight. I mean, Brett Sullivan, it's a nice story, Jim, but come on. I mean, the Sullivan-Nola thing is not going to work. Now, you might say, well, they have 4 elite hitters, so it doesn't matter. But it does matter because their elite hitters aren't elite right now. Not all of them, at least.
Their elite hitters look like, I mean, I hate to throw this guy under the bus, but they look like Brett Sullivan.
I mean, again, not Bogarts, obviously, we're not talking about.
No. And not Tatis yet, because it's game 2.
That's stupid. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he almost had a home run tonight. The ball just stayed. I mean,
yeah. I mean, if he's in 20 games in with a 500 OPS, we'll be talking about that as well.
That would shock me more than anything.
Me too. He hits everything so hard.
Right. I just can't believe that at any point for a 20-game stretch, Fernando Tatis Jr. would have a 500 OPS.
That's crazy.
Like you would expect Manny. Like if Manny's his average isn't up, okay, but you at least expect him to have some pop. Like the thing with Soto right now, I mean, he's all over the place. He's definitely feels like he's in his head, but at least he's got some pop. I mean, at least he's hitting some
I
home
know.
runs.
Can I make a quick point? And
No,
I'm not going to make this. This isn't an excuse at all. But the more I wrap my head around it, the more I want to blame the clock. I mean, I'm not.
God.
Don't you think that?
No.
I don't know. There's just something different now. It's like they just don't even look the same. Like they like run up into the batter's box, and there's just I don't even know. It's just
So they put that much emphasis, like that.
I'm just saying they've been slow to adjust. And by they, I mean like Machado and Soto.
I mean, I'm looking at other
WBC.
players around baseball that like Ronald Acuna.
No,
has
I
been
get
doing
it. There's
just
other guys that are
fine.
hitting. I mean, sure, I get it. They're, but I'm just saying, is the clock? I don't know. Machado hates the clock. Day one of spring training, he's like, I hate this thing. I'm going to be getting like called. I'll be 0-1 all year.
Great, make adjustments.
I know, but it's
I mean,
only April.
I know Manny has a problem with it, but like,
Oh, Soto's got a problem with it. He like called it out. He's like, clock, I hate you.
well, guess what? Adapt or die.
Right.
Pretty simple.
That is true. Let me get back. Who's barking? By the way, I need to, in a moment, I need to give Sullivan another cup of wet food because my dog lost all of his teeth tonight or earlier today.
Poor boy.
He's hanging in. He's hanging in though.
Good boy.
He seems happy because his mouth was a disaster. He had all these infections. Tom, thank you for the super. And yes, Manny's got a 544 OPS, on base percentage, plus slugging percentage for a future Hall of Famer in all likelihood is 544. That's wild. Now, 22 games isn't a season, but the more that continues, the more shocking it is. Just completely shocking. And I mean, it's going to take a little bit to get that number more reasonable. It's going to take a good week to get that number up. A good week, not a good game.
Yeah, and Manny can easily have a series where he goes off, a couple home runs, a couple doubles.
You keep talking. I'll be right back. Thank you, Tom, by the way.
Yeah, go feed your dog.
Let me go feed do you want me to bring the computer over to the dog?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay, great.
Okay. That's fine. Yeah, he could easily have a good week. It's just at this point in time to start your season, it has been really, really bad. There's no way around it. I'm not going to sugarcoat it because because I like Manny Machado or everyone likes Manny Machado. It doesn't matter if Joe Musgrove was struggling right now and he had a 7 ERA, I'd be saying that Joe Musgrove needs to be better. If name another player that everyone loves, like as I said, John, it's like if Joe Musgrove's struggling right now, everyone's going to say you need to be better. It's not about like, and it's hard with some people in this fan base, it's really hard to get over that line of, just no matter what happens, you're just going to, we love Manny Machado, but like at the same time, nobody is above criticism here. And Manny's not performing. Plain and simple offensively. Juan Soto's not performing. Plain and simple. Those two guys, your favorite term ever, heavy as the head that wears the crown.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
I'm not blaming Austin Ola. I'm not going to be blaming Matt Carpenter. I'm not going to be blaming Jake Cronenworth. I'm not going to be blaming, I'm looking at those two guys.
You can blame Cronenworth.
I mean, he has a big contract now.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at those two dudes in the middle of your order to set the tone. And right now, they aren't even close to what they've looked like before.
Oh, yeah. It's a big reason why that this team is where they are. I mean, you'd be lying to yourself if you said that Juan Soto and Manny Machado struggles aren't the reason why the Padres are 10-12. Thank you, that one, Homies Garage. Thank you guys for hanging out. Click the $ below the chat box. We do appreciate your support of the wrap-up show. We're going to tell you about our title sponsor, Mark Nimitz, in a moment as well. And this is a funny and very true point. Is not hitting also contagious? Yeah. It happens all the time.
It's just a weird thing. I mean, I understand it
all the time.
And people can be like, oh, it's just baseball. Well, these guys got to be better. And it starts with those two guys. I'm sorry. It just does. I mean, Bogarts is new here. Tatis is his second game in.
Well, Bogarts is good.
I know. That's the thing. Like, Manny's the guy. All right. You got the big bucks this offseason. You absolutely deserved it. you need to set the tone. I'm sorry. The reason why you're 2 games under 500 to start your season at 22 games in is a lot to do with Manny Machado's offense.
What was the Machado quote like a week ago?
Oh yeah, if you're gonna criticize us now or something, jump off the bandwagon, then don't come back on it or something. Like we're
Don't
gonna
jump on the bandwagon later when we start effing raking and we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. But at some point, you're going to have to do it.
And we said no one's jumped off, bro.
Right? Exactly.
Like,
And by the way,
we're
we
on
get
this.
it. It's 22 games, obviously.
Yeah, we're
mean,
on this ride together, and right now the ride sucks.
Right. This ride is like the teacups. I wanted like a freaking super duper looper.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wanted
freaking something with my feet dangling and I'm going in like corkscrews.
Yeah, I wanted that Harry Potter ride we were on last year.
Yeah, that thing was dope at Universal.
Yeah.
I don't want no freaking spinning cups.
Right. Something better than that.
Sucks. It makes you dizzy. Carlos, thank you again. He says HSK equals Mr. Pop out to second. He's been, yeah. I mean, he made a good defensive play in this game, but you're right. Can't catch up to a fastball. Soto equals Mr. Work the Walk / watch strike 3 go by. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Soto's going to see pitches. I mean, Soto will see 4, 5, 6 pitches per plate appearance. We know that because he doesn't swing. Ha-Seong Kim, I don't know what's going on with him, but it hasn't been that enjoyable to watch. Had a big moment earlier in the year. But outside of that, it has not been great for Ha-Seong Kim either. So, I think that's fair. It's reasonable. All right, let's see what else is going on here in the chat. There's a lot going on, in fact, in the chat here tonight. You don't have Twitter anymore. I don't even think. I want to say the super duper looper. Can you Google this, Ben? I'm serious. It used to be a roller coaster at Hershey Park in Pennsylvania. I think it might still be active. Can someone? Yeah, thank you. Rich McGuire. Hershey Park reference. That's exactly what it is. It was like one of the first looped roller coasters that had like one loop. Like, thing sucks.
The super duper looper.
Yeah, Google that.
No.
Still there, per Rich. Still there. So we'll do a wrap-up show from there if they want to pass.
Again, and Tatis just spoke and he's asked about the offense, and he said, we'll turn it around, and when we do, it's going to be really special.
Yeah, Tatis can be saying that. He's been playing for a game.
For a day.
Yeah, I mean, no. I mean, why wouldn't they believe that? They should believe that. If they were saying, hey, we're probably not going to turn this around. Yeah, I mean, we've been talking internally, and we're like, this isn't good.
This ain't it. Yeah.
This is not the right group. Oh, by the way, the Super Duper Looper has 2 loops.
That's it.
All right, JD's third. I know he didn't like this. I saw a comment earlier. So it's pitch clock. Too many fashionistas and egos. No, it's not the pitch clock, but you get my point. There'll be some excuse making, and we're already seeing it when it comes to the pitch clock. When things are going good, you're not going to hear about the pitch clock, but everyone's going to be searching for excuses. Players, I mean, they're going to be searching for excuses, and I'm telling you that that's going to be one of the first places people go when they struggle, and you're already seeing it. I'm not saying it's the pitch clock. I'm saying it is the pitch clock because I'm hearing players say it's the pitch clock.
Pretty much. Like, I just don't want to hear about the pitch clock. I don't want to hear about anything else. When I see Juan Soto up at the plate taking not 1 but 2 fastballs right down the middle for called strike 3.
2. I mean, come on.
There's something there.
Well, how could you not be swinging just to protect? I mean, it doesn't have to be a strike.
There's
2 strikes, you got to swing.
And there was a lot of that tonight. I mean, Zac Gallen was amazing.
He's great. 11 strikeouts, no walks, right?
A lot of really weird swings on fastballs right down the middle.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, Gallen can make people look dumb. 7 innings, 2 hits, no runs, no walks, 11 strikeouts is really good. His last 3 starts, he's not allowed to run. And he's had 1 walk, and I think 29 strikeouts, 1 walk, his last 3 starts. It's not just the Padres over the last 2 weeks that he's carved up. And he's, a Cy Young candidate a month into the season. But still, for me, that doesn't excuse it away. You're going to see guys like Zac Gallen. Yeah. I mean, you just will. Am I wrong? I mean, you will.
It just, again, I go back to if you're going to talk the talk, you better walk the walk. And Juan Soto has said a lot of things Like pitchers are going to have to face us. They're going to be scared. We're not scared. Who cares about the Dodgers? Like this off, I mean, let's go, dude. Let's go pick it up. I mean,
That's a good point.
If you're going to say that this is like the greatest offense ever, go fucking show it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to hear any more of like, just wait. Like, how about you start now? Okay. I understand that there are going to be points in the season where this offense is not going to be great, but you should not be shut out 4 of your last, 6 games?
3 of 6.
3 of 6?
No, you shouldn't. And here's the other thing I don't want.
That's just pathetic.
This goes back to why we started doing this like 4 years ago, because we wanted to offer this like unbiased opinion for Padres fans. If it's good, it's unbiased. If it's bad, it's unbiased. But like the idea that you can try to speak this away as something just like that goes on over the course of a season. No, this offensive performance is not, you can't just explain away and say, well, it's early. No, like I'm saying 10 and 12 is 10 and 12. You can dig out a 10 and 12 in 4 days. But the offense, we've blamed everything. I've blamed the marine layer. I blame the pitch clock. I blame Petco. I blame the weather. I blame the crowds are too big. They're nervous. Like, now we're blaming it's Zac Gallen. It's Phoenix. I mean, at what point is it just the players?
You know what's going to happen tomorrow? They're going to score 8 runs. Machado's going to have a home run. Soto's going to have a big game.
Good.
And then all those troll losers on Twitter will be like, apologize to this team.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't believe everyone jumped off the bandwagon. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, man. Okay, let me get to HBVV. Then we're going to get to Mark Nimitz. HBVV, BRB, FBB, FBM. Thank you for your super. It says Snell needs to – is that really your name, by the way?
I hope it is.
Like you just plugged it in there.
You go to like a restaurant. Like,
where's Claire?
Dude, that was a one-time only thing. She got stuck in here. She didn't know what the fuck was happening. She peaced out.
Still needs to focus on outs instead of gaming. That's a whole nother.
Dude,
that's got nothing.
Is he pitching? No, he's not pitching tomorrow.
No, Musgrove.
Musgrove tomorrow's right. And then Snell, I think Tuesday in Chicago. That's gonna be a shit show.
Wait, is Snell a day game or a night game?
Probably a night game, but Chicago at this time of the year.
On. Who's Sunday then?
Darvish.
Sunday's Darvish. Tuesday,
it's got to be Snell.
It's 4:40 Pacific. So yeah, what is that? 6:40 Central.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it says TBD. I think it's Snell.
It's got to be Snell.
Well, listen, he brought here's the thing. I don't blame bringing the PS5 with all these off days. Multiple off days on the same trip.
He had a free trip in Arizona this weekend.
Exactly. Was he even like watching that game, or was he just like in the back in the clubhouse?
Was he even there?
JD's third. Thank you, man. He says millionaires with billionaire egos do your jobs. I mean, it's fair, man. I listen. All the criticism is fair, and these guys are big boys, and they're. I mean, even Juan Soto, who's never been a free agent, I think is making $27 million. Is it 23 this year? I think he's due maybe 27 next year. I mean, these guys are getting paid. These guys are getting paid to perform, and they're not performing. And this par for the course. This comes with the job. People criticize Jim. He ain't making $30 million a year. They criticize me. I'm not making $300 million. You can criticize Manny Machado. It's okay. It's okay. Remember what he said before the season started? Booing me holds me accountable. And now all of a sudden, fans are coming down on this team, and it's you're jumping off the bandwagon. We're going to be effing raking. No. You can't have it both ways.
No. Bob Melvin said after tonight's game, these guys are going to hit. I know they are.
Okay, Jace.
I mean, that's a Jace quote, right? I mean, that lasted for the entire 2021 season. This team,
this team's they'll hit.
I
feel that way.
They'll hit. I think more concerning than anything here is like they are horrific as a team with runners in scoring position this year.
Ooh, yes, they are. How many chances they have tonight? Like one?
Well, they had one. I think they had multiple.
They had multiple because it was a leadoff double.
Leadoff double. So they were 0 for 3 tonight. Nothing special, but still, like this team, when they get a runner in scoring position, they forget how to hit.
No, they just
actually just don't hit. They don't hit at all.
Hit. I mean, now again, they've had the game. 7 runs yesterday. Good output. What was it in Atlanta? A couple of good outputs. A Cronenworth game at home. But consistency, that's the thing that's killing them. There's no consistency. Like you said, they might score 8 runs tomorrow, but then what are they going to do Sunday?
No, not yet. There's
I need to see 3 straight days.
you don't know what this team's identity is yet. This team does
I
not
have
have an
no
identity on
clue.
offense. They have none. They're not a team that there's no identity for this team right now. Now, granted, it's game 2 with everybody in the lineup.
Yeah.
That's healthy. I'll give them that, but even without Tatis, I've said like they should be better than this, and they should be a lot better. And I continue to say it starts with the guys at the top and the big bats in the lineup.
Oh, yeah.
And the big bats are not performing. And Soto and Manny have been really bad to start this season. So they got to pick it up, or, we're going to be having to rely on Bogarts to keep carrying this team offensively, and Tatis, who hasn't played since 2021, to carry this team offensively, and other guys in the lineup to carry this team offensively. And that's just not a recipe for winning baseball, because you have the middle of your order that you expect to perform offensively, and they're not doing that right now.
Patman 0074, thank you for your super chat. Thank you guys for hanging out. If you're here, you have to subscribe live or on replay. You have to smash the like button for us. You need to follow us on Twitter at John Schaefer, at Jim Russell SD. And we do appreciate your support with supers like those that have rolled in tonight, and like this one from our buddy Patman 0074. Click the $ below the chat box. He says, I'm so sick of watching Manny and Soto play baseball. I don't care about the good pitcher excuses anymore. They're a complete black hole in the lineup. No, I like them. And I
love watching them play.
I just wish that they weren't a shell of themselves for these 3+ weeks.
They're just not playing well right now. They're playing really bad baseball.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, the other day, Manny had a great game and went over because his defense was amazing. So,
I mean, Soto literally won him a game 1-0 the other day. I mean, so it's not like everything that's happened for all 4 weeks or 3 weeks has been the worst thing that's ever happened. And that's what I tried to say off the top. I think you did as well. He's in a rut. He's lost by his standards, and he should not be seeing 2-strike fastballs right down the middle of the plate for called strikes. He shouldn't. But he's also hit a 450-something foot home run in New York 10 days ago. He also won a game 1-0 the other day. So I'm not, you know what I mean? It's not like completely the worst thing you've ever seen in the history of baseball. It's just not Juan Soto-like.
Yeah, I mean, if we are 60 games in the season and these guys have these kind of around these same numbers, that's when it's a big problem.
And at that point, you don't have any faith that it's going to change for the year.
I'll say this: if Manny Machado has what does he have? What's his OPS right now?
544.
If Manny Machado at game 60 this year has a 544 OPS,
then there's a problem.
I'll shave one of my eyebrows.
Okay, so I guess what you're rooting for is the Padres to be really good, but Machado to struggle. No, I'm just kidding. That's
just how I think. Like, I just don't.
Well, of course it'll be higher than that. Of course.
I mean, yeah, of course it will. It's going to be higher.
Can't be lower.
No, it just, you're just waiting. Like, okay, when's it going to happen? You're going to have and maybe for him, baseball's a very, very superstitious game, and once the calendar turns to the next month, I hope it doesn't, but I'm saying fresh start, but it needs to start pretty soon.
Yeah.
Manny's the
straw
he's the engine of this team.
Let's go all cliches. Put in a cliche for what Machado should be to the Padres in the chat. What Machado should be.
The straw that stirs
the drink. The whatever Jim just said. The engine in the race car. Put in a dumb cliche that Machado should be for this team right now. And while you do that, let's thank you, Thomas. We're going to get you in a moment. Thank you for your membership. That's very kind. We love when new members join. Click the join button down below if you want to become a member of this channel. You get custom emojis and badges. You can join us each and every night, of course, right here on the wrap-up show, regardless of whether you're a member or not. But we do appreciate that. We also appreciate the support of our title sponsor, Mark Nimitz. We cannot do this without your support of our sponsors. It's as simple as that. We cannot do this without your support. So please support Mark Nimitz at Farmers Insurance, whether it's auto, home, renter's life, earthquake insurance. I've got a homeowner's earthquake and life insurance policy through Mark. He can save you $750 or more by switching your insurance, okay? He can save you $750 or more by switching your insurance. Click the link in the description down below. You'll get to Mark's website. And he's a great insurance agent. You can take it from me. He has saved my family thousands of dollars because we had a claim in here. On his website, you can get a quote. He's located in San Diego because he was born and raised here. He lives here. He's a massive Padres fan. He would love to talk to you about the Padres and your insurance needs. So when you have a renewal, before you click renew, before you just send the thing back in, call Mark and see if he can save you money and help you out. And if you don't have a renewal and you're looking for a new policy, give Mark a call and he will treat you like family. San Diegan, if you support this channel, please support our buddy Mark Nimitz, the title sponsor of the Wrap-Up Show.
Yeah, all his information is above my head. mnimitz at farmersagent.com. When you reach out to him, let him know that John and Jim from the Wrap-Up Show sent you.
Now, before I get to the super, I need to get to this because this is very good. He should be to the Padres what John is to John and Jim. Don't you just want to kill Ben Fadden?
Hold on. I got something for Ben here. Ready?
Oh, I thought it was going to be a lot worse than that. I'm like, dude, chill. Just relax.
Here's a good one. Oh, Thomas, welcome.
Thomas. Clap emojis for Thomas. We got a new member. Look at that membership next to your name, Thomas. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Really do. Thanks for joining us. You get emojis, by the way, like the Jim Sucks emoji, which has always been popular. You get badges. You get content. So thank you guys for becoming members. Christopher says we have a new drinking game. You drink every time Jim sniffles or has an allergy event. Oh, you'd be dead.
You'd be literally dead in 3 seconds.
You'd you just perish. The world would be inhabited by grass and snow. There'd be no people.
Everyone's dead.
It'd just be grass.
Right.
Grass and snow. Because, you know the world. It's all grass and snow, right? Like they always say.
Yeah, if I walk outside, it's just a bunch of snow and grass.
One of my favorite baseball like dumb lines, cliches, but I love the Padres used it the other night when Grisham made that catch. The 75% of the world is covered by water. The other 25% is covered by Trent Grisham. That line's so dumb, but it's so good.
I've heard it a lot of times before.
Yeah,
but about a lot of players, right?
Yeah. Christopher, thank you though. Thank you for the super. Even though you're ripping Jim, I can deal with it.
Right.
There's just so much to say. And listen, you get Musgrove back tomorrow, great. You got Tatis back, amazing. I don't know. What do? You just kind of wait it out for a 3-game run where you can actually play good baseball with pitching and hitting? You just hope you get a 3-game. Is that going to happen in Chicago? Is it going to happen in Mexico City? Are we waiting till May 1st when the Reds get here with Will Myers? At some point they're going to have to put together 3 consecutive good baseball games, right?
You would hope so. You hope that the offense puts together some consistency soon. Like they're gonna hit. They're too good to not hit. It's just up to this point they've been bad, and until they turn it around, you're gonna keep hearing from us that they've not played good baseball, and that they need to. That the guys that we're talking about are the guys that should be looked at for the reason why this offense is not performing. If Ha-Seong Kim's not hitting, okay, but is he the reason why this offense is not good right now? No. Ha-Seong Kim is, anytime it's like, oh, Ha-Seong Kim's the worst baseball player ever. It's like, okay, great. But look at the other people in the lineup and what they're doing at this very moment in time. And that's just not single out one person. It's a collective here.
Mm-hmm.
And collectively, the entire lineup has been struggling. Except for Xander Bogaerts. Everybody else, though, It's been just a massive struggle. And it's not good at this point. 22 games in, and you have some of the worst, if not the worst, offensive statistics in all of baseball.
75% of the world is covered by water. The other 25% is covered by soda. It's called strike threes. That's good. By the way, congratulations seriously to TJ Fontaine, who threw a no-hitter for San Diego State, the first in Steven Strasburg in 2008, 15 years ago. Did you see the play the kid made and left? Like, he went a distance to catch that ball.
I did see that.
He had to. He was hauling a little bit. 127 pitch no-hitter for TJ Fontaine tonight at Tony Gwynn Stadium.
Jesus, dude, 127 pitches.
He was perfect. He was perfect through 8. I think he walked 2 in the 9th, but you can't yank him. Can't yank him.
Man. No.
And they're late in their season. They're not early. It's not April for them. They've been playing since February.
Dude,
I
if I'm,
think you can't. He'd kill someone if right. You can't. You can't. Your manager can't take you out in that spot
dude,
if you want
if
to be in
I
there.
got taken out of that spot, I would literally
Yeah.
punch
No.
anybody.
I mean, it's been 15 years for a no-hitter. I mean, at San Diego State. No. I mean, again, 127 is a big number. It's not the craziest college number you've ever heard. And again, he was perfect through 8. So congratulations. That's really cool. Run it back. Can they just start Carp at first and Cronenworth at second? You're trying to nix Kim here. Give him listen, everyone needs a day. Soto needs a day. Am I wrong? Soto needs a day. Machado needs a day. Kim needs a day. I need a day. You need a day.
Everyone needs a day, John.
I mean, they all need a day the way they're playing. The only person that doesn't need a day is Tatis.
Right, because he's like on game 2.
Yeah, exactly. He's got to be in there. And he's got these off days. He didn't play 24 games in 25 days. He's played 2.
Yeah.
You know? Mark is here, by the way. Thank you, Run It Back. Mark, thank you. We were just talking about your support. Again, if you have insurance needs, click the link in the description down below for Mark Nimitz. He is your guy. Trust us. Trust a number of our viewers over the last couple of years. Yes, absolutely. He should be. He is a fastball hitter, and now he's timid against even fastballs. And Jim mentioned it earlier because who said it? Was it did Sweeney say it earlier that the book is throw fastballs low in the zone, and he's basically looking for that to be out of the zone because he doesn't want to swing at low fastballs.
It was Zeno Saris.
Okay,
he put out a tweet that showed basically like, him not swinging at balls low in the zone because he's hunting for balls. He's hunting for walks.
Yeah.
And like you have a runner on second, you strike out with the fastball right down the middle. I mean, come on, man.
Come on, man. You got to drive that run in.
Yeah, you got to be better there. And that's why you're on this team. That's why you're in that's like you've made your name by, swinging at fastballs and hitting them very far. You got to do that here.
Why? That's the question, Mark. I mean, it's a really good question. What is it about his approach, or what is it going on right now between the ears, or what is it the way he's being pitched to that is making him have so much trepidation in the batter's box? Jim's had it. Jim, you mentioned it today. 4 swings on 17 pitches, or 4 on 19 tonight.
I mean, the first 2 at bats, he swung 1 time.
Yeah, he's not swinging. He does not pull the trigger.
His second at bat.
There's no fear. There's no fear with the pitchers because, like, you can throw a bad pitch, but he doesn't always swing at it.
And this is months of this dating back to last year. This is not something that just popped up out of nowhere.
It's weird.
So I just hope that this turns around like quickly, and I hope that we see when a fastball is thrown middle in to Juan Soto, he swings the bat and he connects.
Yeah, dude. You know what Soto needs? he needs himself, but like Fernando Tatis Jr.'s like willingness to pull the trigger in the batter's box.
Dude, Tatis will swing it like everything.
It's amazing. I love it.
You kind of respect him for it because he knows.
It's great. Like he knows he's out there swinging.
Yeah, he's gonna get a hold of one, and it's just
now he's getting first pitch sliders, and he's swinging like the freaking 95-mile-an-hour fastballs, and he's be getting that. He's going to be getting things that are going to fall out of the zone. He's got to prove an ability to lay off, or they're going to expand the zone on him. You've already seen that a little bit, but man, this guy can hit balls out of the zone too. Tatis. That one, Homie's Garage. Thank you for the super. He says, call up Daniel Camarena and give him a bat. Are we at that point, folks?
No.
I don't even know where he is, but he's not in the organization. I know that.
Is he not? Is he not?
Is he?
I don't know, John.
I have not heard that name in forever. Can someone put in the chat if they know where Daniel Cameron is? Hold on. JD's third. Let me read this. I see this at the bottom of the chat. Nando's swinging but missing balls in the zone. JD, it's been 2 games. It's like, dude, remember his AAA numbers? I mean, it's like asking your baby to like walk.
I know.
Like, dude, let him crawl. Remember his AAA numbers? He was ready. Yeah, remember, this ain't AAA. There's no Zac Gallen in AAA. There's no elevation. This ain't El Paso where everything flies. Let's stop babying this team. I think you're probably talking to the people in the chat. I mean, you know us. We're not. They need a swift kick in the ass. You want Melvin to throw tables? You want the players-only meeting? I'm not opposed to the players-only meeting.
Sweeney pretty much said that, like, someone needs to step up here and do something about this and not just, like, walk around and continue to say, well, back of my baseball card's really good, so I'm going to get my numbers here soon. Like, you can't have that happen. Like, you need to go now. And by the way, I do have something I want to say, because remember the other day.
Did your tweet ever go out?
Yes, it did.
Okay.
So remember the other day when we previewed Tatis returning and we asked, hey, who guess the score of the game and you win, you get something, right?
Yeah. Like
we have
7-5?
We have a winner.
Who's the winner?
Drum roll. Retod. Retod is
so he
the
did
winner.
Have that. He said he had it.
Yep, 7-5. He was the first person to say 7-5. So Retod, if you have a Twitter or if you want to email the wrap-up show,
Padres wrap-up show gmail.com. We'll get you something.
If you're watching this on replay, reach out.
If you know Retod, tell him to email Padres wrap-up show gmail.com.
Because you won. Congratulations. 7-5 was the guess or the winning numbers, and he was the first person to guess it.
You went back and looked at the chat?
Yeah, because I said I was.
Wow, look at you. I like that initiative.
I wanted to say before I forgot.
That's very impressive. That's very impressive.
Keeping our word here on the wrap-up show, John.
I like it. I do. I like it.
So,
again, if it's your first time on the wrap-up show or if you've been here for years at this point, please support us through the subscribe button. Is it a subscribe button? Yeah, hit the subscribe button. Smash the like button. Follow us on Twitter at John Schaefer, at Jim Russell SD. We do appreciate your support of the channel with the super chats. Click the $ below the chat box. We also appreciate your support of our partners like Aura, ORA.organic. Great company. Their co-founder, Will, we were texting back and forth with him tonight. He's as frustrated as Mark Nimitz, as all the Padres fans here in the chat as well. He's a San Diegan. He is a huge Padres fan. He's got an office in Liberty Station right here in San Diego. He's got a great company, ORA.organic, with their plant-based nutritional products, whether it's proteins, which everyone takes for working out, whether it's omega-3 oils. If you're taking a fish oil, you can take the plant-based omega-3 oil from Aura. I take their probiotic every single day for digestion, and it's an unbelievable product. I've said it for over a year. I've taken it for over a year. It's been absolutely terrific for me. They have sleep pills, immunity pills. I mean, they literally have something for everyone. You can check out their website as you watch the wrap-up show by clicking the link in the description below or going to ORA.organic. You can shop online. Again, if you support this channel, please support our partners, including Aura, ORA.organic.
Yeah, go there right now, www.aura.organic. Everything you need to live a healthy lifestyle. We were talking to Will tonight. He was not happy about this game. No. Sorry, Will. Hope you're enjoying your vacation at least. But go there right now. Help out Will. He's a lifetime Padres fan. If you want to support, get some products, live a healthy lifestyle, feel better about yourself, and you'll thank us later.
All right. Thank you again, guys. You'll thank us later.
Yeah.
There was something. And Pedro was saying that's professionalism, man. Going back in the chat, finding Retod with that 7-5 final score.
Yeah, he got it right. He said 7. I think he said something first. I think he might have said like 7-4, and then he was the first person to say just 7-5. Got it right. So congratulations. I don't see him in the chat tonight, unfortunately.
Come on,
I haven't seen him once.
What are you doing? Something on a Friday night?
But
does something on a Friday?
Probably. But yeah, reach out to us or the next wrap up show whenever you join us next.
Yep.
Whenever we see you, we'll let you know.
Yeah, definitely. He'll be back. Retod, you'll be back.
He's a loyal. I think he's a loyal member of the channel. So
he definitely is. He absolutely is. Joe Musgrove tomorrow, Jim.
That's Joe Musgrove tomorrow, John.
It's pretty big for the Padres, you could say. A guy that's made 30-plus starts the last 2 years, averaged 6 innings per start, 180-plus innings each of the last 2 years. Man, they could really use his health and his ability and his leadership everything he's provided to this team the last 2+ years. They could really use it, not just tomorrow, but moving forward. And, hopefully it looks like the Joe Musgrove we've seen for the better part of 2+ years.
Mm-hmm. And again, it's probably not fair to ask Joe Musgrove to go out there and pitch 7 shutout.
Yes, it is like Tatis to save the offense.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry. So we need 7 shutout from Musgrove tomorrow, and we need at least 2 home runs from Tatis.
Yeah, and if they don't win, then it's still on Musgrove and Tatis.
Yeah, their fault.
Yeah,
especially if Soto and Manny go 0 for again.
Tonight is the perfect example of will Tatis save the offense? There's no such thing. I mean, lineups are so much. It's more than even 4 hitters. It's and it's many more than just one player. And Tatis can have a good night. That doesn't mean the Padres have a good night. Not that Tatis had some great night tonight, but it's way more complex than just adding a player and everything's fixed. And we're seeing that, and we'll continue to see it.
This ain't basketball where you just can add LeBron or Steph.
Yeah, you'd be a lot better.
Or Giannis. This isn't football where you can just add Patrick Mahomes. This is baseball. Baseball's a weird sport. It's a really weird sport. And one guy does not save the day in baseball. It's a team effort. Now, I will say one guy can ignite things, and one guy can be a catalyst for a team and carry a team like we saw last year with Manny. I mean, Manny did that last year. I mean, how bad was this offense without Manny? It was horrific at times. But Manny carried the load and put the team on his back and, led the way for a long part of last season. Now it's a little different because you have more than that, a lot more than that. And even with a lot more than that right now, this team is still struggling offensively mightily. And you're kind of just sitting here wondering, what's going on here? Why is this looking so bad?
Yeah. And again, it's hard to jump to conclusions in the Tatis era of 2 days. Where they looked fine for a day and then they looked terrible for a day. So we'll watch how this plays out, obviously. That one, Homies Garage, thank you so much for your support of this channel and for the super chat. And I like the positivity. We're going to win the next 2 and start rolling. I hope so. They haven't played great in Phoenix in recent years. I think the Diamondbacks are improved. I think we saw their best tonight in Zac Gallen. They're not going to throw someone that's more capable than Zac Gallen. And, if the Padres win the next 2, that's a great series. If they win 3 out of 4, that's a great series. Splitting a 4-game series wouldn't be the worst thing in the world either right now in Phoenix. But, I don't know. Again, you saw Gallen. It wasn't good. And hopefully you're a lot better tomorrow. But we've seen him. Remember when the random dude who had never made a start before threw a no-hitter in Phoenix? It's not just good pitchers that have carved up the Padres in recent years. Sometimes it's the who is this guy?
Right.
We've said that a lot in recent years.
Yeah.
I don't even know who's pitching for Arizona tomorrow, but someone. Oh, Merrill Kelly. He's had a level of success against the Padres, right? Veteran. He's pitched overseas. So no walk in the park, I wouldn't think.
No.
And like Venus McChicken just said, is Merrill Kelly pitching this weekend? If so, that's an L. And Venus.
Penis.
But yeah, listen, 9-game trip, Jim, you take 5-4 trip right now. That's 4-3 from here on out. You would take a 4-3 trip from here on out, probably, wouldn't you?
In a fucking second.
Even with these weak teams like the Cubs and the Giants.
Cubs aren't weak, okay? Cubs are not a weak team.
Well, whatever.
Giants suck, and I expect them to beat the living shit out of them in Mexico City next weekend.
Cubs are freaking good. You're right.
Cubs are kind of good. They kind of had their way with the Dodgers here for the last couple nights.
Yeah, winning 30-0 today.
Yeah, like a no-hitter.
Thank you again. That one, Homies Garage. All right, I'm about to try something, Jim, I've never tried before. No, it's not anything weird. I'm going to put right now in the chat your link to join us on Underdog Fantasy. And at the same time, watch this, Jim. Use promo code PODS wrap.
Hey, idiot. Your mic was muted.
It automatically mutes your mic when you put video up.
Here, let's
I
try
didn't
this
realize
again.
that.
Should we try it again? Hold on.
Let's do it one more time. Still muted, you idiot. All right. Pick 'em. All you have to do is select higher or lower on any stat in any sport. And you can win as much as 20 times your money. As much as 20 times. Here's the thing, you don't even have to get them all right. You can get 2 out of 3 right, 3 out of 4, because you can insure it. And you can still win. Underdog Fantasy, pick 'em, available right now. They're our newest partner on the wrap-up show. Easiest and best place to play. Was it really loud?
I couldn't hear you. It was like
Was
like,
it really?
dude, it was so loud.
How are we supposed to turn that down, dude?
Just
It was so loud. In my ears, it wasn't that loud.
because you're not wearing your headphones.
I always have one on. Venus McChicken says, do it again.
Venus McChicken.
Wait, but real quick, seriously, because I want to have some of our viewers do the daily pick'em. So here's what I'm going to do, Jim. I'm going to ask you a couple questions. I'm clicking on MLB for tomorrow, and I'm going to have you do a couple of pick'ems. All right. I'm going to find. Let's find the Padres game. So you're going to tell me if you're going higher or lower. All right. Fernando Tatis Jr. tomorrow. 9.5 fantasy points, higher or lower. Now you might be asking yourself, what the hell is 9.5 fantasy points? A single is 3 points, a double 6 points. So is he going to have more than a single and a double tomorrow, Fernando Tatis Jr.? It's a little aggressive.
Yes.
So you're saying higher?
Yes.
Okay, Corbin Carroll for Arizona, 6.5 fantasy points. Guy's been raking.
Sure, yes.
Okay, I'll give you 2 more. Shohei Ohtani, 9. Did you see, by the way, he's like, the first pitcher to do blah, 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 blah.
He's the greatest fucking player ever. And you literally emasculated this man last year.
I should have been playing the music underneath so he never heard me.
In the midst of him having the greatest 2-game stretch in the history of the sport. One day he has 9 RBIs, next day he throws a shutout.
Yeah, it was bad timing. And the bad timing's been his entire career. Do you think he has more than 9.5 fantasy points tomorrow? Yeah, because his
ERA is 0.64 this year, dude.
It's crazy. Let me give you one more. I don't know why this is all fantasy points. Well, you get my point. Play the pick'ems. It's so simple. It's so easy. It's so fun. You can do it every single day. MLB or other sports like the NBA. Use promo code PODSWRAP, PADSWRAP. Get a 100% deposit match up to $100. UnderdogFantasy.com or click the link I put in the chat just a moment ago. UnderdogFantasy.com. Use promo code PODSWRAP. I thought that went pretty seamless.
That was easy. I'm sure everyone loved watching that for the last 5 minutes.
How many fantasy points will Hosmer have tomorrow?
75.
Yeah, he'll probably hit 3 home runs.
Yeah, easy.
He's not listed as available right now. Let me give you one NBA because you're an NBA guy, just real quick.
Okay, what do we got?
Okay, KD tomorrow. Higher or lower than 40.5 points and rebounds and assists.
Wait, he's going to score 40 points tomorrow?
You're an idiot. Higher or lower than 40.5 points plus rebounds plus assists. So 20 points, 10 rebounds, 11 assists is 41. So is he going to score 28? Is he 28, 8, and 8 tomorrow?
Lower.
Lower even against the Clippers that have given up?
Yeah, because they'll blow him out, and KD's not going to play half of the fourth quarter.
All right. Play some pick'ems. Underdog Fantasy. Use promo code PODSWRAP. Get a 100% deposit match up to $100. It was a really good play. I agree with you, Chad. You saw that play or not? That great play from Bogarts to Crony.
I mean, Kim had a really nice play tonight, and Bogarts that play, and
he did. And
Cronenworth, dude can play defense he can play an elite defense at first base, second base, and shortstop. It's kind of crazy.
Fernando Tatis Jr. set a world record for highest velocity on a throw from right field.
Thing was fucking launched, dude.
Dude, he freaking threw that thing as far as he could. So funny. He gets so into it when a ball is hit to him.
Yeah. One of these days, though, he's going to get somebody. Like he's going to
He's going to throw
uncork.
someone out by 40 feet.
Yeah, he'll get somebody one day. But at this point in time, it might be best to just hit the cutoff, man.
Yeah, just hit the cutoff, man. 2 days, 2 missed cutoffs is a really high number.
It didn't hurt him because Lugo got out of it, but
Exactly.
you saw like Bogarts there. He like jumped and he's like, the fuck?
They were all like, the dugout was like, what is this?
Just
He's just such a, I mean, I love it. It's like exuberance, it's energy. It's like
he's
mile a minute.
excited.
So
He's excited. He's like, oh my God, I can just uncork
I'm
one.
going to throw this thing as far as I possibly can, and maybe someone will catch it.
Fuck out of this ball.
Here's the thing. We don't have an active draft right now, run it back. But if you want to make sure you can join us in the draft, make sure to sign up at underdogfantasy.com using promo code PODSWRAP. We'll be doing daily contesting as we've been doing to start the year.
And finally, before we go,
Yeah.
I'm seeing a lot of this like on my Twitter right now. I knew I shouldn't have done that tweet, but whatever.
I haven't even seen it.
I know. I don't know why. Please don't say this, Padres fans. Do not go the route of, well, now that Manny's got his money, he doesn't care anymore. Stop it. Stop it.
You're seeing a lot of this?
I'm seeing some people saying it, yes.
Oh, my gosh.
Like, now that Manny's got his money, he's given up. Stop it.
It's like a week.
Manny can have a great season and also have really bad stretches in there, and both can be fine to talk about. Well, both we will talk about. Like when Manny's struggling, we'll tell you. When Manny's doing amazing, we'll tell you, and then rip me. Okay? That's just how this thing works. That's just what it is. But please don't go the route of now that Manny's got his money, he doesn't give a shit anymore, because that's stop it. Stop.
No, I agree with you. Thank you, HBVV, for the super. What am I missing here? Karen Walter got his karma with the sticky stuff.
Maybe
who's Karen
Scherzer,
Walter?
But who?
Is this over both of our heads?
Sorry, HBVV, BRBF, BBFBN.
Comment in the chat. What the hell what are we missing? Oh, Karen Walter's Buck Showalter. Oh, I like that. Was I supposed to know that?
I don't know.
What are you looking at?
I'm trying to read what some of the players said tonight.
What did they say? Anything?
I can't read it because I'm not. Fuck, I can't read it because I'm not fucking subscribed to stupid UT.
Dude, why don't you have the freaking? I have the user and password.
Well,
also, have you ever been to, dude? Have you ever been to? Do this right now for me, seriously. Have you ever done this?
The internet?
Have you ever used the internet?
No.
Hold on. Let me just confirm it before I throw it out. What the hell is it? Oh man. There's a site you can go to. Oh yeah. Hold on. Oh, here's what I want you to do, Jim. Seriously, and our viewers. I'm teaching people something. Man, what is this? Shoot.
This is great.
What?
What are we doing?
Okay, go to archive.is.
It's like some random porn site.
Take the link, and now take the link to the UT article you can't open.
What?
Go to archive.is. ARCHIVE. I know you don't know how to spell it. .is, like is. Now take the link and put it in that my URL is alive, and I want to archive its content.
Okay, hold on. Stand by. What the fuck is Kevin's tweet?
Or you could be a man and subscribe to Ken Palm like me.
I would prefer not to do that. All right, hold on. Archive.
Mm-hmm. You can thank me later, Jim. Don't tell me I've never done anything for you.
What am I doing? Hold on.
Hitting
Stand
return.
Stand by. It's loading. What's loading?
Go.
Oh, geez. This looks like I'm in the Matrix right now.
Does it really?
What is happening?
Did it
Wait,
work?
wait, do I put in the URL is alive and I want to archive the
Yes,
content?
yeah, put in the URL. Remember my first time on the internet?
Bro, it's like a green screen with like a bunch of numbers on it.
Did it work or no?
I don't know what am I looking at.
Maybe it doesn't work. I don't know. Worked for me one time.
You just gave my computer a virus. Thanks a lot.
Probably.
You just
Okay, wait, here's a quote from Machado. Here's a quote from Machado from AC.
Oh, perfect. That's what I want to hear.
Obviously, the results aren't there. Said Machado, who will sit Saturday to rest a bulky back. But you got to look at the positives.
Okay.
Which are what?
Which are what?
Okay, wait, we have more. Obviously, it's not where some of the guys want to start, Machado said, but we're winning baseball games, not playing great baseball. And that's huge for the team. Well, they didn't win today. We know that when things start rolling, we can look back and see how we got through this tough start.
Okay.
Melvin said that's as good as we've seen him. He pitched some good games against us, but nothing like that on Gallen. Okay, that's fair. Any other time you give 6 innings like that and give up a couple of runs, you're certainly going to be in the game, Melvin said. And we were, obviously until the bottom half of the 8th inning.
So Manny's got a bad back.
This Jay Corona, yeah, what's the deal with Manny's back?
Because it hurt from carrying the team last year.
Oh. What is my dog doing? You got to turn the page and something's got to happen, Cronenworth said, whether that's tomorrow or 2 weeks. We need to find a way. Well, hopefully it's not 2 weeks, Jake.
Like, it needs
we
to be
can't
tomorrow,
do this
bro.
for 2 more weeks.
I'm going to, literally punch myself.
We get to the super that rolled in a moment ago. Moises. What's up, Moises? It's good to have you back, dude. Good to have you in the chat. Great to hear from you. Thank you for your very generous super. He says, we've been through worse on this show. No doubt. No doubt. Tatis will hit 3 bombs tomorrow. F the curse. I like it. Speak it into existence. Super it into existence.
Curse is fault, guys.
F the curse. Oh, yeah. It's because the curse pushed Fernando off this motorcycle.
That was one of the dumbest fucking articles I've ever read in my entire life.
You hate that article.
And I know he was trying to be funny, but it's like, okay, it wasn't funny. It was actually stupid.
Oh, man. Bulky back? Or bulky or whatever it is?
Trent Bulky back?
So, I mean, is it because of the back or is it because you just need a day? And by the way, then you're also off Monday and then you're also off Friday because of off days. Interesting. I mean, again, I said it earlier. I'm like, Machado needs a day off. Last year, people would laugh at me when I would say that if it was Machado or Soto. And now guys need a day off. They do. I mean, they're not hitting. They're playing every day. Oh, no. What is my dog doing? All right, guys. We're going to be back Sunday night, probably around 9:30 Pacific. So please join us. We'll wrap up this series. We'll look ahead to the Cubs series and the week ahead for the Padres. This challenging 9-game road trip continues this weekend. Joe Musgrove will return to the Padres on Saturday for Game 3 of the series. I have no clue what my dog is doing. I'm going to check in a moment. Please subscribe to this channel. We have year-round Padres content for you. Smash the like button for us. Follow us on Twitter at John Schaefer, at Jim Russell SD. Please support our partners like Mark Nimitz at Farmers Insurance. He's our title sponsor. When you have an insurance need, click the link in the description down below. He will take care of you and save you money. He is there for you. Renewals or new insurance policies. ORA.organic will thank you for your support of this channel. Click the link in the description down below if you're looking to get healthier with their plant-based nutrition products. And we told you all about Underdog Fantasy earlier. That was very seamless. Play a pick'em contest in MLB right now using promo code PODSWRAP, PADSWRAP, at UnderdogFantasy.com. Again, use promo code PODSWRAP. Get a 100% deposit match up to $100. 100% deposit match up to $100.
Peace out, bye. We'll have a special surprise for you on Sunday night, so make sure to join us then.
What is it?
I'll tell you after.
Is it like a dog who's going to join us or something?